Veterans in Eastern North Carolina are able to get employment assistance from the Veterans Employment Base Camp and Organic Garden out of New Bern. Executive Director Lovay Wallace Singleton is with us now. Now, how are you helping veterans find employment?
Our organization does a number of things. We work with North Carolina Employment Service to refer veterans for work, but we also we also provide employment at the Veterans Organic Garden. That's our primary employment source for veterans who are homeless or in need of horticulture therapy. We run them through a 6-month program. During that time, we're able to work with them on their resumes, VA benefits, and VA health care in order to make sure that their knowledge as far as what the resources are is up to par.
You mentioned housing as part of that and making sure they have a place to live even.
Right.
That's a big part of what you have to do even as referment.
Right. We are a large referral source for Eastern North Carolina with our Housing Alliance. We are a partner with them, so we're able to refer veterans through our homeless shelters, through Family Endeavors, which is a housing group that specifically helps with veteran housing and things of that nature.
That's a connected situation a lot of times. Homelessness and employment. You need to have sometimes somewhere to collect the check as well as somewhere to stay, to be ready for the job. How important, how do you kind of make sure that comes together?
Well, that was one of the things that I noticed as a disabled veteran outreach programmer. I did that job after I retired from the military, and I found that there were quite a number of veterans that were slipping through the cracks. They needed employment because a job history is very important when you're going on to that next job, but then they also needed housing. So the idea was, how can I provide all of these resources while I'm trying to assist them to get back on their feet? And that's where the idea of Veterans Employment Base Camp came around, because a base camp is somewhere that the veterans would go to get all kinds of resources, to refresh, to get food, to get shelter, things of that nature. So that's what we're trying to provide for veterans over in Eastern North Carolina.
You also have a component that you work with women veterans specific on their outreach. I'm not invited, I know, it's okay. I'm okay with that, as long as we're getting the help that's needed. Talk about the outreach program you do.
Right. One of the things that we found, we've been incorporated for about 5 years, and we noticed that although the homeless male veteran population is going down, women veterans are increasing. And one of the things that I noticed the VA is trying to do is find out what's the issue there, whether it's a child care issue, whether it's an employment issue. So we just thought we'd add another shoulder to the wheel. We have an annual Women Veterans Outreach, and you're correct. No men are allowed. We have women counselors, we have women service providers, but what it does is it provides a opportunity for us to talk about military sexual trauma, women who have problems with prosthetics, women's health care that the VA provides specifically for them, all those issues that they may not be comfortable talking about with a male.
Well, I'm okay with that, but I really appreciate the work you're doing down in Eastern North Carolina, and thank you for being on the show.
Thank you.